Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my kitchen. And today we are really excited because it's Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month, but also it's National Nutrition Month. And what a great way to celebrate than cooking with me in my kitchen. Today we selected recipes that are high in fiber and high in protein and extra delicious. We're talking about oatmeal pancakes with a blueberry compote as a topping. And the pancakes and compote are super easy to make. The pancake batter will take me about 10 to 15 minutes to prepare, and the compote about 5 minutes. And I'm excited to show you the ingredients and looking forward to teach you this recipe. All right, guys, so here we are. These are all the ingredients for the pancakes. These are high in protein and high in fiber. So for that, we're gonna add a cup of old-fashioned oats, super high in soluble fiber, really great for heart health and our gut bacteria. We have 3/4 cups of milk. You can use soy milk, almond milk, or low-fat milk, whichever milk you like. 1/4 cup of plain low-fat yogurt. We have 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and this is more than a pinch because I'm gonna use this also for the compote, but just a pinch of salt. 1 tablespoon of sugar, the sugar that you like. I have a friend that she likes coconut sugar, and it works really great for with this recipe. But the sugar that you enjoy, or the sweetener that you like. And then we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Sorry, we have a, a runaway egg. And then we have 2 eggs. These are large eggs. And we have here 2/3 of a cup of all-purpose flour. So you can make this recipe gluten-free by using just gluten-free flour. But this works, 2/3 of a cup works best. If you don't have any issues with like celiac disease or gluten sensitivities, it's perfectly okay that you have wheat or any wheat products. We're gonna soak the oats in the milk. So I'm just gonna add the milk here. I'm gonna just mix it in a little bit to make sure the liquid is covering the oats. And we're gonna leave them for about 5 to 10 minutes. That's why it takes 15 minutes to prepare, because we counted the soaking time. It looks like that, so I'm gonna put that right here. And then we're going to add in the dry ingredients and sort of mix the flour. You can use a fork or a whisk for this. The baking powder, the little pinch of salt, and we're just gonna mix it all in. And I like to sort of make sort of like a center here to add my liquid ingredients. So I'm gonna add the yogurt. I'm using Greek yogurt, but you can use any plain yogurt that you like. Greek yogurt has more protein than regular yogurt, so that's why I'm using it. You guys know how I love for you guys to use my recipes as inspiration. You don't have to follow them to the T. Adding the oil. If you can have a little bit of, 1 tablespoon of melted butter or 1 tablespoon of any neutral oil, maybe a little bit of canola oil. Not extra virgin olive oil, but just olive oil could be good here, but it could give it a little flavor. So extra virgin olive oil, the taste is more strong. So I will be careful with that, but you can use any neutral oil. I like the flavor that the coconut oil gives to this recipe, so that's why I'm using it. And you can use, 1 tablespoon of butter if you want to include butter. I'm gonna do the eggs. We have one, and the other one that We didn't want it to be used. It was running away. And now we're gonna mix this. And I'm gonna come in with a spatula. Just wanna make sure I broke down the egg. Clean everything up. And I'm going to add my oats with the milk. It soaked up most of the milk, if you see. It's so interesting how quick it happened. And we're gonna fold it. We don't wanna over mix the recipe. So when you fold that batter, you just go around like that, folding our the ingredients together until all is combined. You can add a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of cinnamon, you know, you can add even a little bit of ginger. And if you like, you can add some fresh blueberries, also some semi-sweet chocolate chips. Make it more fun for the kids to enjoy it as well, and of course you. And that's our batter. So now we're gonna get into cooking. We have 2 cups of frozen blueberries. Blueberries are super high in vitamin C and that rich dark color that is a potent antioxidant, and it's great for gut health. Super high in fiber as well. So berries are amazing, and you can make this with any berry that you like, even dark cherries. All the berries are super high in antioxidants, vitamin C, and fiber. So great source, and it's a fun way to top any pancake actually, or anything that's a dessert. Like you can even use this compote for your plain yogurt, and you will be eating less sugar if you just add your flavor that way. And you know, I'll explain how long it lasts when we cook it. So we have the 2 cups. You can also use fresh for this, but since they're not in season, these are frozen. And then a little pinch of salt. For you can use for tanginess lime or lemon. I'm gonna use lime. You can even use orange for this. Any citrus actually. I wouldn't do grapefruit though, because with grapefruit, when you cook it, it has like a weird taste. But yes, lime, lemons or oranges, the zest and the juice. If you're doing an orange, I will do the juice of half an orange. And then we have some sweetener. You can use honey. You can use any type of sugar that you like. It's just to add some balance of to the tanginess of the lime and the sourness of the berries, and you know, get some balance in the flavors and make it nice and delicious. So the only thing we're gonna prep here is the zest. And with limes, you know, I feel like for me, there's a lot of hit or miss with limes because sometimes I get them super dry at the supermarket. So make sure when you buy them that they're nice and firm, but they also are kind of soft. I don't know if you can see that when you press, it goes down a little bit. And then just go like this, just roll them to make it easier for you to juice them. And because it's just one, I'm just going to use my hands. So now I'm going to zest. So for the zest, you can use a zester. I have my fabulous grater here. I'm going to use this part, and I'm going to zest. I like to count 1, 2, 3, and 4 and switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll change. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do that because I don't want to zest all the way to the white part of the lime or the lemon or the orange. Because the white part is kind of has a weird flavor, so we want to avoid that when we're zesting anything, any citrus actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, nice and green. You see all that color. It smells incredible. I wish you can smell the aroma of lime. Lime is my favorite. So I'm just gonna cut it off in quarters, so that is easy for me to juice. So this is ready to go, and I'm just gonna put this here, and we're ready to cook compote. We're gonna make the compote first so that we let it simmer while we'll make the pancakes. So we're gonna start by adding the blueberries. See all that rich color. We're gonna add the lime juice. We have our four pieces here over the heat. So we want it in medium, low medium heat. And you know what I love about limes is that they don't have seeds, so we don't have to worry about that. So that's another thing. I'm gonna add the zest, the pinch of salt. The salt we use to bring out the flavor of the blueberry. And then the sugar. This is about a tablespoon and a half. And now we're gonna mix. You see all the juices coming out. The salt also helps bring out the juices of the berries. And I like to break some. I like to break some. Berries get defrosted fairly quickly. You can also add some vanilla here. And I love ginger, so I'm biased. But if you add ginger, you can use ginger powder on the batter of the pancakes and add a little bit of fresh ginger here. It'll add a nice kick to it. You see all the juices coming out. So now we're gonna leave it simmering. You see we have a little bubbles coming up, right? I don't know if you can see. It looks so yummy. I'm so excited to try this, guys. All right, so now for the pancakes. What I like to do is I like to use a small skillet just to have the same size pancakes. And I have time to do this today, so I'll just work through the batter until I'm done with the batter. You can also save the batter in an airtight container for up to 5 days. So if you make a big batch of the batter, you don't necessarily have to cook them. I do like to cook them because pancakes freeze very well. So if you make a big batch and you want to cook them all, go ahead and do that. And then, have a few in the refrigerator and a few in the freezer. And in the freezer, they can last up to 6 months. And for oil, you can use either a little bit of butter, a little bit of coconut oil, but I personally like to use oil spray. I wouldn't recommend spraying directly on a high flame because then we're gonna have an accident. I'm gonna raise the heat a little bit. For these pancakes, low and steady wins the race. So you can use a measuring cup, the half a cup measure. You can make them smaller or bigger, however you want them. If you have more people, maybe doing them a little bit smaller. There's some mixture here that didn't mix in well. And I'm gonna add it to the pan. If you notice, these are thicker than your regular pancakes. It's supposed to look like sort of like a thick cake batter. And we're gonna let it cook. I'm gonna raise the heat just a little bit. For this one, we want to see bubbles and we want to wait for the bubbles to sort of pop. So we just want to be patient and enjoy the process. Involve your family, your friends, your neighbors. This is a great one. So you see that some bubbles are popping. And if you look, the compote is coming along very well. It's in a low simmer. It's a lot of liquid. Really yummy. I'm so excited. So if you see, we have a bubble pop out there. There's another one coming up. I just want to see a few more and then I'm going to flip it. These are so fluffy, guys. I'm going to flip it. And this is what we want. We want nice and golden brown. So we're going to leave it. I like doing one at a time in a smaller pan. because it's slow and steady, but as the pan gets hotter with time, they're gonna cook a little bit faster. And then you'll be flipping pancakes over here and over there, and it can get a little hectic. But I think this is almost ready to go. So excited. So we're gonna continue making pancakes, and we'll come back to show you how we played it with our beautiful compote. All right, guys. So I left my compote simmering for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you like it a more thicker compote, you can let it simmer for a little bit more time until you have your desired thickness. I personally love this thickness because you know it's nice and sort of syrupy and yummy. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I made 2 pancakes just for me. And then I'm just gonna add some of the compote on top. And if you have like a little bit of um, extra lime zest, you can add it on top as well. This is the pancakes with the compote on top. Let's see. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. They're really fluffy, really delicious, and super high in fiber. I hope you try it. And if you do, let us know. Send us pictures, and we'll see you next time.